Well, figured I'd do a little video. My last video I was talking about some of my decisions about my car and some of my thoughts that was going through my head. And one of my commenters was making he expressed his confusion as to why I wouldn't make it a priority to fix the car. And I just kind of looked at the comment and kind of shook my head because it's kind of hard to explain the situation. There's a lot of issues going on here that, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're of my own making, but they're there. And my I've made several mistakes along the way in this whole operation since August, and I can't go back to August and fix them. And just the way it is. So I originally had bought my I originally well, first of all, my job was getting really sucky. I was getting sick and tired of the hours. Um, they was the, I was getting tired of working in all weather, rain, rain, sleet. It didn't matter what it was, 30 degrees or 20 degrees or 100 degrees. It didn't matter. That's the nature of the job. But during the last year, 2018 on down to 19, hours just got slower and slower and slower. And then they started throwing us on day shift. Uh, we was doing the same thing at daytime that we would be doing at night, but we wasn't doing it for the same money. And it just, and I'm looking at my land. I'm thinking, well, if I pay my land off, I can move to my land. And I just got thinking, and I had I was gonna have I figured I'd have like $15,000 off my 401k. That's what I figured, and so I jumped on it. I quit my job, cashed my 401k, went to see my aunt, did the power of attorney because that was something I needed to do, and no, that was before I did my power of attorney with my aunt. That was I went to see her because I knew they was trying to stick her in a nursing home. So anyway, went up there, we did that, and I seen her. I came back, and I visited my land after I paid it off. Uh, so I mean, I've done this, and I own my land, and a point has been made by Vicky over there at Little Creek Homestead, is my land is paid for, and her place is only like 60, 70 miles up the road from where my land is. And I could very well live, in Missouri under that registration law and get a job up there. And, then I could build that cabin the way that woman wants it built in Arkansas. I mean, at least then I would have my land and I'd have my cabin. And that'd be easier than trying to figure out a way to buy another piece of land and, all that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I could get to Missouri and, something will change and, you know, and then there I am. Well, but the conversation was about the car. The car needs a battery. It could need an alternator, but and it could just be, old age. That battery's only going to last a year, so it goes out. I've seen comments on reviews and stuff where people have had batteries for years and they don't go out. You know, I'm of the mind that there's something happened to cause it to go out. Now, I need a battery for not just for starting the car, but I need a battery because I need to be able to keep my phone up. I can't be, I can't keep up with the phone. It just has to be charged. That's just the nature of the beast. It has to be charged, and I use it hard. I use it for everything. I don't have my computer in the car. Um, just go around and just decided I wasn't going to have my computer in my car if I could help it, because, somebody breaks in your car and steals your computer, you're not going to get it replaced. There ain't nobody going to replace it. Don't even do good. Don't even do any good to call the cops. So anyway, I decided to leave my computer in the shed. So that leaves me with the phone. Well, I use my phone for everything, and it's just there. Car's broke. So a lot of people say, well, just fix the car. Okay, that's great. If I knew exactly what it was that's wrong with it, no problem. If I knew for a fact that all it was a battery and an alternator at worst, and nothing else wrong with it, and it would just run, I wouldn't. That'd be one thing. But I don't know that. I know the battery's $50. The alternator is going to be $100. If I have to replace the alternator. I got 3 days. I got about $150, maybe $175. So if I needed to replace the alternator and the battery, then everything else can't be done. I can't pay my aunt's phone bill, which I put the phone in her name. She's got a phone. She needs a phone. We need to be able to talk to her. I can't pay my phone bill because I'm at the point now where I have to get another phone. I have to get into a new plan because I can't keep up with this Verizon plan, because I've tried multiple times to work with them, and it's basically, well, you owe us the money if you want to do this and this, and I got 4 freaking lines with them people, and I don't need none of them but one. So the bill's over about $250. I don't need that. I've tried since August. I've tried to work with this. If I lose a phone, I got to replace a phone. The only way to replace a phone with Verizon is to sign another phone number. I can't keep doing that. This is crazy. So last month when the phone was billed due, I just said I'm not going to do it no more. I'm going Straight Talk because I'm going to Missouri. Straight Talk works in Missouri. That's what I'm going to do. So that puts me in a situation needing another phone. Blah, blah, blah. But the thing is now here it is. Tomorrow's payday. I got 3 pawn tickets out. Phone bill for my aunt. My own phone bill, which means I got to buy another phone. I still got to buy fuel. I still got to do all that. I got a whole list of things. Insurance on the car. Storage bill. For my storage room. So, the idea, well, just fix the car. I don't understand why you're not fixing the car. Well, that's the reason why I'm not fixing it. Because I got just a little bit of money. And I got a whole bunch of bills. And next week, it looks like it's going to be a one-day check. Because I'm calling these people and I'm talking to them and trying to get them to do something. And where I'm situated, I don't need a car. If they call me for this one place, it's just right around, it's on the other side of this building. A vacant lot and this building. That's it. If they call me for the other place, it's a bus ride. And that's another thing. No transportation. I need to keep money on my Q card, my bus card. So that's the reason why, there's some hesitation in my heart about fixing this car, because I could throw $150 at this car and say, okay, it's fixed. Be over there in the middle of Airtex Boulevard, in the middle of the intersection, and die. Now I've lost the car because I ain't got no money to tow it. There's a whole list of scenarios that I know about that most people don't know about. If you would stop and think about it and see yourself in that same situation and knowing that you only got a little bit of money, what do? Do you throw that little bit of money at a car so that you might get it fixed, and if it don't get it fixed, then you could lose it? Then we do. If I lose my car, I'm under a bridge with a sleeping bag. They ain't tagged it yet. There's nobody sitting and say to me, I can leave it here indefinitely. Well, when they come and tag it and say, hey, you got to move it. Yeah, I'm in a situation where I got to move it. So I could still lose it. But I've got it under control that way. Middle of an intersection, so I ain't got no control over it. I got to get it out of the intersection right then, instantaneously. You know, I don't have. I can't wait for a cheap way to tow it. I got to tow it right then. Guy drops the hook and tows it. I've lost it because I ain't got no way to pay that storage bill. The guy went in Houston. They don't drop a hook for nothing. It costs like $150, $200 to drop a hook. So it's a long rambling video, but I mean, I'm trying to, and then I get people that want to say, "Well, you're just feeling sorry for yourself." No, I'm trying to explain to you, the viewer, what my situation is. I mean, I sit in a Kroger's parking lot, and people gave me money, and I tried to fix the car, but I also had to eat, and I mean, it's just the way it goes, man. It costs money to live, even when you're broke. It costs money to live. You're not going to stop living because you don't have money.